Grandpa Frost sat atop a shiny throne. Looks like an adult. Could this be the antagonist? Puffy pom-poms swung atop the two peaks of his hat. A snow-white beard covered his kind smile. But this also looks like a mask. It must be a mask. He looked just like I imagined him back in the day when I still believed in Mom's fairy tales. Tall, strong, and hairy, radiating frost and warmth at the same time. And his voice, low and syrupy, enveloped me like the smoke of a festive bonfire.
Anton and Olga.
Anton and Olga. Well, Olya, I believe is her actual name, but fair enough.
Ох, и намучились же вы, ребятки, пока сюда добирались.
You probably got tired while getting here, my dear children.
Что ты, дедушка? Мы быстро дошли.
Oh no, Grandpa, we got her really fast. Oh, it's a cute bunny pin on her cap. Carrying a carrot, from what I can see. My sister spoke with the castle master like she never spoke with adults, in a lively, carefree manner, as if they were the same age. I mean, that is sort of how you speak to Santa Claus, isn't it?
Знаю, все знаю.
Of course, I know all about it.
Мне мои друзья докладывают.
I have a lot of friends. They tell me everything.
Кто был покладистым весь год, того подарок утром ждет.
If you are diligent all year, I will bring you gifts, my dear.
А кто ленился и грустил, пускай он дедушку простит.
If you are lazy and upset, please forgive this kind old man.
Лентяем и грустяем конфет не запасаем.
Candy won't encounter lazy bones and downers.
А я не ленилась.
I'm not lazy.
И о том знаю.
This too I know, because Santa is said to be all-knowing, whether kids are good or bad. Doesn't explain why he's in front of us, but he gave us a long, evaluating look. His real face was hidden under the Grandpa Frost mask. See, there's a mask. I was just standing there, unblinking, my gaze glued to the old man. I could accept children living in the forest and fantastical jumps toward the moon, but seeing Grandpa Frost in his frozen castle left me completely speechless. It's the middle part with the moon part. That's the most amazing one to me. And unbelievable. But you do you.
Есть у меня для вас кое-что особенное.
I have something special for you too. Is it another mask? A sack appeared in his giant hand. My nostrils got attacked by the aroma of cocoa, halva, and tangerines. Halva, a confectionery that originated from Persia, usually consisting of a thick paste made from flour, butter, liquid oil, saffron, rose water, milk, cocoa powder, and sweetened with sugar.
Спасибо, но мы уже ели конфеты.
Thank you, but we've already eaten some candy. Oh, they don't like that. You need to always eat the candy. Grandpa Frost pierced me with his eyes.
Разве то конфеты были? Так, одно название.
You call that candy? That was nothing.
Вот у меня конфеты волшебные, прямиком из Небыляндии привезенные.
My candy is special, straight from Neverland.
Из Небыляндии?
From Neverland?
Сразу бы вам их дал. Заслужили.
I'll give them to you right away, You clearly deserve them.
Но есть правила.
But rules are rules. So we have to do something first? I mean, he said we should eat now. But,
Надобно вам 3 дедушкины загадки отгадать. Попробуйте.
You need to solve 3 of Grandpa's riddles. Do you want to try? I tried splitting my parched lips apart, but Oria was the first to reply.
Да!
Yeah.
Тогда слушайте первую.
Here comes the first one.
В нем живут машины и хранятся шины.
It's a home for cars and all sorts of tires. Why did the music go ominous because of this? It almost sounds like a junkyard. I looked around at the masked children who are not playing for whatever reason. Although the bear... No, that's the owl. The owl looks very owl-like. The bear looks nervous. The owl is just looking away because as if they are nervous. The bear looks very nervous. They stood without moving in the corners, but their shadows danced on the walls. I heard a low hum. In my confusion, I thought it was the sound of their rumbling stomachs.
Гараж!
A garage.
Верно.
Correct. Smart one.
Теперь вторая загадка. Подключайся, Антон.
Now on to the second one. You try to solve it too, Anton.
Весь день ходит, как тень, посудой гремит, на всех шипит.
All day long, to the shadows they belong. They rattle the plates and hiss at their mates. Yeah, I'm not sure. My eyebrows shot up in confusion.
Мама?
Moms? Olya raised her hand.
Можно я? Можно я?
Can I?
Это кошка!
It's a kitty.
Верно. Хо-хо. Осталась последняя загадка и
Correct.
подарки ваши.
Here's the last one. Solve it and the gifts are yours. And now the music is jolly again. How odd. You still have like this wind-like ambience that goes on in the background now, but what's with the odd, airy ambience that just went on? Oh, but what a stroke of bad luck, my dear children. Another whistling line.
Запамятовал я, о чем же была эта загадка.
I completely forgot what that riddle was about, so you get no candy.
А может, наши друзья-зверята нам подскажут?
Maybe our little animal friends can help us. Well, am I also not an animal friend right now with my mask and all? And the way you said this is that the animals are in on the scheme you're plotting, whatever it is. It's sort of a way to sort of lure them in to be on your side. Well, they are on your side, I guess. Whoa. Whoa. Children in costumes surrounded us, laughing and stomping. I wanted to start spinning at a crazed roundelay that somewhat reminded me of a dance under my window on that fateful night. Grandpa Frost sits on his throne. At the kids, he's smiling back. Please don't make them wait too long. Come and open your old
Мешок!
sack. Grandpa Frost burst out laughing, satisfied.
Убедили старика. Получайте.
Okay, you proved yourself to this old man. Here you go. He scattered a mountain of sweets from his scarlet sack, some of which I had never even seen in commercials before. It looks like Milky Way. Milky Way is good. And those are like Milky Way stars. I had that once from an import shop. And there's a mandarina. Alright. Bubble gum of all shapes and colors with tasty aromas and inserts sticking out. Yeah, remember one of the... I don't remember if this was Violin Girl or the Fox Girl, but one of them smelled like oranges, I think. I'm pretty sure. And you have oranges there. Oh! Jesus. Yeah, here's an orange, and these are mandarinas. Clementinas or something. Kinder Surprise. Snickers. Twixie. More Milky Way. Twix Mars. Lollipops the size of a fist and tangerines the size of Olia's head. Ah, tangerines are the name of them in English, okay. And also Snickers, Mars, Bounty Bars, and Kinder Surprise eggs that we haven't eaten for so long already.
Ой, спасибо.
Wow, thank you. Hey, I thought you said like Neverland candy. At least it's just candy you get from the stores. I wiped away the tears of joy with my sleeve when my inner voice persuaded me to get rid of all doubts. Yeah, there's something that tries to tell us to succumb. This is exactly what I wanted for my sister and myself. The true Neverland, without bullying and taboos. We're finally going to be happy. It's like we happy few. You take like candy, or in that game, medicine, to make everything seem jolly around you, even though it's not. Makes me almost wonder, what are we looking at right now? Where are we? It's not right. It's absolutely not right. Grandpa Frost straightened up as he left his throne and threw his hands in the air over the treats. Nom nom. Animals that stood to his sides also raised their paws. Their eyes sparkled brighter than previous gems. The wolf's maw was wet with saliva.
Да будет пир на весь мир!
Feast, my children. My children. So they are like... He's like the father of this all. He is probably the adult that they talk about. Also, Wolf looks very much like a wolf right now. Animal kids rushed to devour candy one by one, pushing each other over and growling. Their faces were smeared with something dark. What is that supposed to mean? As if something very bad is in the candy. It's like the candy before just made you a little bit numb. Oh, this is the good stuff. This is gonna turn you feral. Oria grabbed the closest candy and tore off the wrapper. Accept. I have to accept. Looks like a Mars bar. I like Mars bars. I fished out the most tasty looking candy from the pile of sweets on the floor. And I see color. An even more fairy tale version of what was playing under the moon. Like almost woozy, and we see colors yet again. Milk chocolate melted in my mouth.
С выбором вас поздравляю! Веселитесь в этот час!
I know Santa is often symbolized by red, but I don't like that his name is in red. I applaud your bold decision. Now it's time for you to play. I like the color though. It's
Я
like
желание исполняю, сокровенный для вас!
I will grant your deepest wishes. Let me lighten up your day. Well, it's not really day anymore, is it?
Антон, смотри!
Yeah. I know she's young and all, and she's probably eating very enthusiastically, but this somehow feels very feral. My sister's face was smeared in chocolate, and I was about to reprimand her, but words got stuck in my throat. A giant spruce shot toward the stars and disappeared somewhere in outer space, crowned by a giant moon. Yeah, the music is has never been this hefty. Giant balls shined on its branches, garlands of lights gleamed with all the colors of the rainbow. The roof disappeared, and myriads of constellations sprawled on the night sky above us. That sounded like the fox turning into a witch again. Music, laughter, the smell of evergreen, and sweets. And Teddy, Wolfie, and Hootie dancing beside us. And the snowflakes floating backward. I burst out laughing, touched the bushy golden tinsel. It was all real.
Это что? Это она?
Is that it? Like you said, that I'm not sure if our father was in a gang or something. Like, are the adults sort of drugging the children for whatever reason? I mean, it's still like a collective hallucination if that's the case, which is hard to pull off, I think. But it's so mysterious, this all.
Вы тут не про Небылендию случайно говорите?
Are you talking about Neverland by any chance? If that's what you want to call it. It's just, my character said that all doubt disappeared from my mind, but there's still a little bit of doubt. And your eyes are yellow again. Very fox-like.
Это и есть Небыляндия?
Is this Neverland? Alisa performed a theatric bow. Christmas balls gleamed and shimmered, and my soul shimmered in unison with them. I was becoming the magic winter forest. I was becoming the forest. The soft evergreen, all of the constellations at the same time.
Добро пожаловать домой.
Добро пожаловать. Welcome home. This is where my home always was. The snow sparkled, almost blinding me. And the way they said, welcome home. The forest is home. We are about to go missing. We are about to go so knee-deep that we can't get out of this. We're probably stuck now for a very long time in this hallucinating bliss, in this euphoria. Odia started spinning in a dance. She grabbed a candy with each of her hands. Oh god. Wolfie juggled Kinder Surprise Eggs. Did you see that? Consoles, handheld games, dolls, and transformer figures lay under the spruce as if they were brought here by trucks.
Это все наше!
Is this for us? I realized I was also dancing, so I replied while moving.
Многовато для нас одних. Я бы поделился с кем-нибудь. А ты?
It's a bit too much for just the two of us. I'd share it with somebody. And what do you think?
Ну, если с кем-то хорошим.
Only if it's somebody nice. A group of children stood at the edge of the woods, their enchanted gazes directed at our celebration. Yeah, if they did them, they're gonna alert the authorities. No one's seeing us.
Hey!
Hey. I jumped across the whole clearing and glided to the ground near them.
Хотите с нами?
Wanna come to us?
Можно?
Can we? Yeah, they're just part of... Yeah, they're not...
Спрашивайте.
Of course you can. The kids took each other by the hand. I led their procession toward the gifts. There was no better feeling than leading someone or leading a hallucination to the road to their dreams. Or hear me out. Maybe the fox is like this all the time. Maybe that's why the fox is always cheerful, because you're always high at whatever this is. She always has this music in her head and lulls the children in, and we lull children in. Just a harmless little theory. The holiday party was finally in full swing. In every holiday, just like in a beautiful apple, always sat a nasty little worm called transience. Yet here, under the bristly paws of a magnificent spruce, holidays never ended.
Ты счастлив, Тоша?
Are you happy, Tosha? I'm not unhappy, but I'm conflicted. My conflictedness never left me. It damped it a little bit. You haven't come clean with me, you know.
Я счастлив!
I am. If you remove your mask, I'll tell you if I'm happy. Oh, what? What happened? Up in the sky, majestic fireworks went off, illuminating the dancing figures. The smell of fireworks that were coming off of the fox's odor. So which we could smell while we're still in the village. Early on. My eyes wetted. My muscles sprung up. I tilted my head backward to look at the moon and screamed at the top of my lungs from overflowing emotion.
Ты счастлив, зайчик?
Are you happy, Bunny? Bunny is happy. Conflictedly happy. I jumped towards the stars and did a flip. All of Neverland could hear my scream.
Счастлив!
I am happy. For the first time in the long days I'd spent in a new house, I woke up with a smile on my face. Who brought me back home? Or maybe we just blacked out while we sort of made our way in. But the question is Olia here? That is the real question. This time, happiness had a tight grip on me. I stretched, enjoying the sweet sensation with every cell of my body. Outside, I could hear the joyful chirping of beautiful red-chested bullfinches who celebrated the bright January sun. Their chirping granted me hope that the naked forest outside my window would someday turn into a lush paradise for my parents and my little sister. This is an interesting thought, if we could bring our parents out and they would stop fighting and see if they see the same things as us. But the fox girl didn't like any parents, by the sounds of it. She wouldn't have agreed to that. Oh, well, she is here. The corridor was filled with dog barks and the patter of tiny feet. She saved up for a puppy, didn't she? And now we have a puppy? I heard a dog, the father laugh. The door to my bedroom flew open, greeting me with a warm breeze and the aroma of freshly made coffee. Ah, oh, you adopted one from outside. Or is that... Oh, it's Shulka. Olia stood in the doorway, shining with happiness, holding the cute Shulka, who wiggled both her body and her tail.
Тоша, гляди! Папа разрешил ей остаться!
Look, Tosha, look. Papa said she can stay. Aw. But what about the fox girl? Now, I'm not so afraid of the fox girl anymore. My fear of her kept reducing, but now I'm starting to pity her, because I'm wondering if she's in the exact same spot I am in now. And that she's sort of trapped in there in a weird way. I mean, why do we have her dog?
У меня теперь есть
I have my own dog now. Oh, she doesn't even know that Shulka is... Shulka wasn't even there when Olya came with us. I couldn't help but jump up from bed upon hearing this wonderful news.
Да ведь это же Жулька.
That's Shulka.
Сам ты жулька. Ее зовут принцесса.
No, her name is Princess.
Да, ваше высочество?
Right, Your Highness? The dog barked in agreement. This sentient dog. Adorable sentient dog. Well,
Тук-тук. Можно к вам?
it's like intelligent dog. Can I come in? Yes, you can, Dad. Thank you for the good manners. Is this still part of a dream? This feels fake. To my complete surprise, Dad stepped through the doorway, smiling and hugging Mom, which was outright bizarre, yes. They even look bizarre the way they smile.
Как тебе пополнение?
What do you think of our new family member?
Мне эта дуреха под колеса бросилась, еле вырулил.
This idiot threw herself under my car. I barely avoided her.
Машину поцарапал, думал, голыми руками удавлю.
I got my car scratched, thought I'd choke her with my own two hands.
А заглянул ей в глаза. Они такие, как бы сказать...
Then I looked her in the eye, and there I saw it. How should I put it?
Умные.
Intelligence. Intelligence. That is a hint. It's almost as if this is the wolf.
Во! А сама дрожит вся.
Yeah, and the poor thing was shaking all over. It's funny that you see intelligence in the eyes after it jumped in front of the car. It's like that was not an intelligent thing to do, but...
Ну, говорю, ладно, доедешь со мной до дома и сиденье не обгадишь, тогда оставайся.
And then I said, alright, if you manage to make it home without soiling my seats, I'll let you stay.
Принцессы не гадят.
Princesses can't soil anything. Well, they're probably also happy because then she can save her money for something else. We laughed in unison, just like in the good old days when every little thing could easily make us burst out laughing. Me and Olya sure, why the parents? This is so fake.
Чего замолчал? Давай, продолжай.
Well, why did you stop? Continue with your stories. Mom gave Dad a cunning look and he turned away, red as a beet. They were acting like total kids. They were acting like they first met or something.
А еще из хороших новостей, ваш папа получил повышение.
There's more good news. Your dad got a promotion. Okay, see, they weren't just fighting extremely heftily yesterday. They were both fearing for their lives because someone who we fled from possibly found out where we lived. This contrast is unnaturally airy.
Грешно, конечно, радоваться, ведь старший бухгалтер пропал все-таки.
I shouldn't exactly be happy about it since the chief accountant went missing at all.
Но, как говорится, нет худа без добра.
So, grown-ups can go missing as well. But you know, for us, it's a silver lining.
Это значит, тебя чаще не будет дома?
Does that mean you'll be away from home more? Maybe that's why Mom is happy. No, I'm just kidding.
Это значит двойную надбавку плюс премии.
That means double the bonuses.
Правильно, Карина.
That's right, Karina.
Так что готовьтесь. На следующей неделе нас всех ждет семейное путешествие.
Which means you all should prepare for a family trip already next week. My heart started beating faster after those words.
Куда?
To where? Olya even loosened her grip on the stray. Don't let the stray fall.
Макдональдс!
Aw, the fast food chain. I think he had something more in mind than that.
Скажешь тоже, Оль.
Come on, Olia.
Бери выше. Мы
Aim
давно
higher.
уже планировали эту поездку, да все не получалось.
We've been planning this trip for a long time, but something always messed it up. Disneyland Paris.
Вы уж простите нас, ребятки.
We're so sorry about that, kids. Mom wiped away a tear with her fist.
Да ладно тебе, Карин. Все в прошлом.
It's okay, Karina. Now it's all in the past.
В общем, собирайте чемоданы, летим в Диснейленд!
Anyway, gather your things. We're flying to Disneyland. My sister and I jumped up to the ceiling with joy. The dog also got excited from that passionate speech and joined us.
Ура!
Hurrah!
Диснейленд! Диснейленд!
Our jubilant screams filled the house, rushed through the attic and the drain pipes, flew across the front yard, and sneaked into the shining white forest, and I just can't help feeling saddened because there's something missing. There's something extremely odd going on about the forest and everywhere around. And the people who dance around there are not okay. The fox girl is not okay. And there's something about that Santa Claus. There's something in that candy. Taking the scary divorce word away with it. I swear that I'll remember this day forever. The day when my parents finally dropped their derisive masks, and underneath them were the faces of parents we always knew and loved. Lilia Pavlovna still hadn't returned to school after Katya went missing, so today I was able to get a good night's sleep. I went to school when it was already bright outside. The trail led to a snow-white plain with blackened houses in the background. They pumped out gray smoke that carried the smell of birch and pine logs. The freezing cold of the night had finally let up. It fell into slumber under the early sunlight. Ice sparkles appeared on the white caps atop the houses. I stopped, confident that nobody could spoil my good mood today. Plot twist. Not even my personal tormentor, Piatifanov, or his nasty crony, Biasha. Not even the shining knife that threatened to cut me up like a dead fish. Not even the mix of disdain and pity in Paulina's rare glances. All of that was left in the past, forgotten like a bad dream. All of that was gone forever. A cow let out a long moo somewhere in the distance. I fell off my fleeting daydream and walked forward, crunching with the snow blanket under my soles. Fluffy clouds floated above my head, and it felt like I was walking on top of them. I recognized the friendly shapes of animal kids in them. Oh, okay. That distorted voice can only come from one person. Or entity for that matter. Suddenly a snowball landed on the back of my head, girlish laughter, and that reminded me of a small ringing bell in the spring breeze that tickled my ears. It's good to see you, Alisa. I turned around expecting to see her, my lovely guide into the dream world, my dear Alisa. Oh. Yet instead of a fox girl, Paulina stood on the trodden path behind me, with her faithful violin case in hand.
Опять Петров ворон считаешь?
Got your head in the clouds again, huh, Petrov? So she does live in this exact part as well. You know, I'm gonna feel like such a fool after I finish this game, where it's probably gonna be revealed if not she is indeed the fox girl. I just keep getting all the wait. What coat is that? Is her coat? That is the same coat the fox girl wears, isn't it? No, it doesn't have the... it has the same buttons, but it doesn't have your, like... your floofy hood unless you covered it underneath your long hair. I'm giving up on this. I can't. It teases me with this connection. She lunged at me with contagious laughter, locking her arms around my neck. I just stood there in awe, drowning in the sweet aroma of her perfume. Tell me, what aroma is it? Tell me.
Что с тобой?
And did something happen? Ah, she smiles. She flashed me an embarrassed smile. I saw her cornflower-colored eyes gleam. Yeah, what does she smell like? Tell me.
Дедушка мой, он
My grandpa, he
снова может ходить, представляешь?
He can walk again. Can you believe it? That's another hint that it might be the fox girl, because the Santa would grant wishes, allegedly. I didn't believe any of it, but allegedly it could grant wishes. So she is insinuating that she was at the same festival that we were at, maybe. It could all just be coincidence, but come on.
В это даже сельский врач не верил, а он будто назло ему встал и пошел.
Come on! The local doctor had no faith in him, but it's like he stood up and started walking just to spite him.
О, это самый счастливый день в моей жизни, Антон!
Oh, this is the happiest day of my life, Anton. She dug her face deep into my chest, tightened her grip on my neck as if I was more than just a friend to her. Oh, you have a mind, Anton. I stared, looking around, anxious.
Полина, нас могут увидеть.
Polina, somebody could see us.
Из-за Пятифанова беспокоишься?
Are you worried about Pyatifanov?
Брось ты это дело. Его и след простыл.
Then you're worried for nothing. He has not been seen for a while. I cautiously parted with Polina, trying to understand whether it was some sort of prank or the truth.
Ну ты чего, не веришь, что ли?
Oh. You're melting my heart right now. This game is doing it on fucking purpose. I have tears now. One of the first things that the fox girl told me, don't you believe me, in this very spot. The game is toying with me. You're not off the hook, but I God damn it.
К нам вчера, буквально ночью, старший лейтенант Тихонов приезжал.
That officer, Lieutenant Tikhonov, came to our house just last night.
Так и так, Бяша потерялся, а вместе с ним и дружок его Ромка.
He said that Biasha, along with his buddy Rumka, went missing. It would be very typical of a game like this, that sort of, if we were to have like a deep friendship, if not a love interest, that makes us pick between two and it turns out to be the same person. It would be typical. But I'm still gonna blame my mind that I'm just starting. I overanalyze everything. All the tiniest things, so it's probably nothing. A group of skiers glided past us straight into the forest. Polina leaned into my ear, sharing her whisper with me, her eyes still locked on the skiers.
Как я поняла, во всех этих исчезновениях Тихонов подозревает Пятифанова.
As far as I know, Tikhonov suspects that all the previous cases were Pyatifanov's fault.
Да ладно.
No way.
Я сама в шоке.
I was shocked myself.
По слухам, у Ромки того. Совсем шарики за ролики заехали.
There are rumors that Romka, well, went off the deep end.
Да я, в принципе, и не удивлена.
I mean, I'm not exactly surprised to hear that.
Что ты имеешь в виду?
What do you mean?
А ты не знал? Он из проблемной семьи.
Haven't you heard? He's from a very troubled family. Oh yeah, he did bring it up as well, that he's from a very troubled family. When he mentioned that, I was like, okay, you actually want to get off my back. Is what I thought. Like, he wants to back off, but he wants to show that you don't fuck around with him, but he still wants to sort of get off my back. Because why would he open up with like, do you have any qualms with us? Well, maybe because of the crush and all. Well, okay, let's see.
Даже думать не хочу, что творилось у них дома.
I don't even want to imagine what has been going on in their home. Romka always seemed excessively aggressive to me, always angry at everyone without a good reason. Now, the darkness that he harbored within overflowed into the outside world and led multiple small innocent souls to their demise, as well as his own. It was hard to believe, but the first time I laid my eyes on Romka, I thought that things would end this way. You know, bad kids have bad things coming for them?
Пойдем скорее, а то опоздаем.
Let's move, or we're gonna be late. That is true. No, don't tease me. That laugh was all too familiar. Don't tease me. She's a different girl. Polina, the reason why I'm so dead set on saying she's a different girl is because I'm gonna ramble the entire freaking night and speculate the entire freaking night. Unless I just put it to rest. She's a different girl. Come on. Polina grabbed my hand and started running along the village road, accompanied by joyful laughter. I'm not having it. With every step, every laugh, and every joke, the warmth I thought I'd forgotten enveloped my heart more and more. The all-consuming feeling of falling in love came back to me, this time for good, it seemed. I tried letting go of Polina's hand near the classroom entrance, embarrassed that our classmates might taunt us. But it was as if Polina didn't care at all. She only gripped my palm even harder while opening the door. As if she already grew closer to us even though we didn't interact for a while. Nope, she's not the same girl. She can't be. Go on. Forget it. We have a story to go through. God, get it out of your hand, man. And she was right. Now that the cunning Katja, the heartless Romka, and the sneering Biasha were gone, our class looked as if it was sanitized from parasites. It became friendlier and kinder. It didn't get looks overflowing with hatred anymore. There was nobody to spit a ball-chewed paper at me through an empty shell of a ball pen. I sat at my lonely desk when Polina joined me. I wasn't surprised at all. Hello. She was so charming that I could call her my muse. The smile. A wave of inspiration hit me, and I couldn't help but pull up my sketchbook out of my bag. Show her the sketch of the fox. Show her the sketch of the fox. I licked the pencil lead, my eyes glued to my model. She smiled at me again.
Что ты задумал?
What's on your mind, wouldn't you like to know? Another person who is not you.
Работает профессионал.
No worries, a professional at work here. I drafted the shapes of her mesmerizing figure.
Знаешь, я часто наблюдал за тобой отсюда.
You know, I watched you from here often. She glanced at her former desk, then fixed a strand of hair behind her ear in embarrassment.
Правда?
Really? I outlined her cute cheeks with multiple wide lines. It was the first time I was able to grasp somebody's proportions so precisely.
Полина.
Polina.
Что?
Yes,
Anton.
Anton? She froze in place, afraid of disrupting my work with one wrong move and dispelling the magic of the moment.
Наклонись, пожалуйста, сюда.
Lean here a bit more, please.
Вот так, да, хорошо.
Yeah, like this. Good. Choking from anxiousness, Polina loosened the knot on her neckerchief.
Я всегда хотел тебя.
I always
Нарисовать.
wanted to draw you like one of my French girls. I couldn't help it. I always wanted to draw you. Our eyes met.
Oh, Антон.
But is she crushing on us more than we are crushing on her? It sounds like she's completely out on the clouds right now. Or just in awe at how well we can draw. We are very good at drawing. My pencil slid across the paper furiously, adding the shading to her chest.
Скажи, ты согласна стать героиней моего комикса?
Say, would you like to become the main hero in my comic? Pleasant shivers ran across her body. She rolled her eyes back and wrapped her. Paulina, do you need to lay down? You look a little bit fainty.
Да! Да!
Yes, yes.
Как долго я ждала этих слов, милый!
I've been waiting for you to ask darling. Somebody else also call us darling. The lead couldn't endure all of the tension and cracked, bursting into a million tiny pieces. Hold on. I said, the teacher isn't coming to school. Are we just hanging around doing nothing? I mean, we also seem to go to school later than we also had to. Oh. Mr. Hyde, you became a monster. Achievement unlocked. What? I couldn't believe my eyes when I looked at the drawing. I was looking at the terrible daub in the place where Paulina's face was just a second ago. Now rested some sort of formless mess. What's going on? It took me some time to realize that I was sitting alone in an empty classroom. I guess Paulina was never there. Maybe that makes sense with how joyful and intimate she was all along, and like how infatuated she seemed because we want her to be like that. Maybe even why she seemed so similar to Alisa. Yeah. Did we just walk in here just in a haze? With only the specks of dust flying in the moonlight as my company. It was dark outside. My classmates, Paulina, the feeling of euphoria, all of them were just gone. Poof. Somebody wrote down a nursery rhyme on the blackboard with a piece of chalk, but some of the words were wiped out, and I could only read bits and pieces. Raz, dva, Zajczyk, miasto? 1, 2, bunny, meat. I was no longer smirking like an idiot. I stood up, pinched myself on the wrist. A ringing silence engulfed me. There was a taste of vomit in my mouth, and my ears buzzed like from an endless scream, full of despair and horror. This takes me back to when our mother laid on the floor, like in her own foam and all, like having an episode. We are having an episode. So,
Эй,
oh, jeez.
кто-нибудь!
Hey, is there anybody out there? Shadows swarmed in the corridor. I walked past the boarded-up classrooms, past the rotten spots on the walls and silvery cobwebs. Everyone missing, and who's this? Looks like the adult from outside. And there's a furry creature, like a raccoon or something. Someone who has their eyes to complete outer ways. This is an anime creature. Vнимание, attention. Another anime-like creature. This was like a real photo. Yeah. I walked past the boarded-up classrooms, past the rotten spots on the walls and silvery cobwebs. Spiders crawled under the ceiling. Lamps flickered anxiously. I stopped before the notice board, stunned. Even outside the notice board, hundreds of new photos were added to those of Semyon and Katya. Black and white printouts were glued on top of each other. The horrific collage of childish faces stared at me with empty eye sockets. Unable to endure the torturing stares of those watchful, gaping holes, I ran out of the school. How long were we out? I crossed the front yard and reached the road where the wind was whipping up powdery snow. No people, no cars, no birds. Low clouds got stuck on chimneys. Windows that looked like they were painted over with ink. Photos of missing people enveloped lampposts and fences like paper skin. Mostly kids, but some adults too. It felt like all the people who once lived in this village now became black and white ghosts in the photos with a person missing label. I dragged my feet forward along the dead street. Some houses had their windows smashed. The wind made itself at home there, wandering the rooms. Every gust made the front doors swing. Kids' coats hung from the fences, their sleeves moved, stretched out toward me. An empty village, an empty husk. What happened here? An overthrown waste bin rumbled across the back alley. There was a shadow behind us. Something flashed inside the window frames of the charred village store. I ran away from its sooty facade, then heard a guttural roar coming from the well. I started walking faster, trying not to pay any mind to the darkness inside the front yards, inside the bloody dog houses, inside the crooked shacks. The moon appeared from under the clouds. Something flew over my head in this dreading silence. That would probably be the owl. As if a crop duster flew from one roof to another, a huge shadow loomed over me. I rushed to the right, hoping that I wasn't noticed. A small greenhouse in front of me was my shelter. I pushed the gate, crouched, and scampered toward the porch. I tugged at the doorknob. The front door was open. And out comes a wheelchair. The wheelchair rolled out of the darkness, almost hitting me, tumbled down the stairs, clanging with its wheels, and stopped near an apple tree. I followed it with round eyes, then turned my gaze inside the house again. The corridor was obscured by the dark. Empty frames on the walls, glass shards on the floor.
Есть тут кто?
Is anybody there?